And I don't know why he's playing in our face, talking about DEI and how certain people aren't qualified for a job when he himself, arguably, not even arguably, he himself is not qualified for the job, period. And the people he's nominated for cabinet positions are also mostly not qualified for their positions. First, I'd like to send out my prayers and thoughts to the family and friends of those who lost family members on that tragic incident that happened just last night at Reagan Airport in Washington, D.C. A commercial airline collided with a Black Hawk helicopter just as the plane was landing. Can you imagine that? You've been on the plane, you're about to land, you're excited, you're about to be home, or you're about to visit a new city, and boom, it's over. I was listening to Don Lemon today, and I felt an interesting point where he says that maybe, just maybe, it happened so quickly that they didn't suffer. Now, of course, we didn't want the incident to happen at all. It's tragic all around, but hopefully they did not suffer. 4 crew members were on the plane. They've been shown to the media, and it's just tragic. I believe a figure skating team was on the plane. They had just participated in a competition. There were young kids. People's spouses were on the plane, parents. It's just awful. So awful that it's hurtful to see a leader of our country use this tragic moment and politicize it. Literally get on camera. But even actually before he went on camera, he tweeted something that many of us felt was offensive. He jumped to conclusions about what may or may not have happened, because all the facts aren't even out yet. Right now, we're in mourning. We're mourning for those who have lost their lives. But he did his press conference, and he wants to take this moment to blame DEI. And let's be clear, when he talks about DEI and when his loyalists talk about DEI, they're not talking about DEI from the point of view of what DEI or the group of people who DEI actually benefits the most, which is white women. No, he's speaking on Black people and brown people. It's just straight up racism. I read somewhere today where people are saying it's like we are in pre-civil rights era. We are under attack. We as in Black people and other people of color. Because this has absolutely nothing to do with DEI. In fact, it was said that 47 apparently fired 100 FAA officials. So I'm not saying that he's the reason for this incident, but some things do need to be examined. To have fired that many officials and then shortly thereafter, this incident happened. In other words, chaos has been created. And just the other day, there was a freeze on federal grants and funding. And then again, last night, chaos happened, tragedy happened. So we can't afford this as citizens. We really can't. And I don't know why he's playing in our face, talking about DEI and how certain people aren't qualified for a job when he himself, arguably, not even arguably, he himself is not qualified for the job, period. And the people he's nominated for cabinet positions are also mostly not qualified for their positions. You have Tulsi Gabbard, who's up for confirmation, who may very well be a threat to our national security. She may, if she gets this job, be in charge of all of our secrets. And there's rumors on her about her being possibly loyal to some of our enemies. And that's in the news. This is alleged. It's in the news. Then you have RFK Jr., his own cousin, Caroline, has come out warning us about him and how he's an opportunist and in essence can't be trusted and definitely can't be trusted with our health system. So we're vulnerable there too. Vulnerable with our national security, vulnerable with our health system. And then they in Congress just confirmed Hegseth he has absolutely no experience leading an agency or probably any organization. And yet he's about to lead the biggest government agency in this country. An agency that's in charge of our defense, our military. So now we're vulnerable there too. All Trump had to do was get on camera and share his thoughts and prayers for those who lost their lives. And he was to ensure the American public that he would take care of us when it comes to our aviation system and ensure that the proper leadership was in office. But now we feel vulnerable there as well. I say that we are just in a state, it seems, as a country, where we as a people really need to start demanding certain things from our government officials. Because I'm not even kind of confused. I'm confused as to how the Democrats are even allowing this to happen. I mean, I recognize that they're pretty much powerless with the Congress because they're no longer the majority. But it's just confusing to witness what to me feels like our government being under siege. But that's my thoughts on that. What are your thoughts? Be sure to leave them below. I'm Stacey Brewer, and this is H Blue's Word. Peace.